Hello team. My name is Subaratinam and my project is building a serverless web applications with the help of Lambda, API Gateway, Amplify, DynamoDB and Cognito. And with reference to the architecture diagram, before explaining the things like what is this project is all about is like in India we are using a Ola cab. The client will place a request and the drivers will come and pick us where we are. The same kind of concept we're going to implement over here. For that, what are the requirements? In that scenario, if you see, we need to have a website. That is, we are creating a static website with the help of Amplify. And after that, we are getting once you create a static website, we have to authenticate for usual credentials. For that, we are creating authentications with the help of Amazon Cognito. Once you created the Cognito website authentications, uh, we have to place a request where the driver is where the pickup information need to be carried out. All the things we are carried out with the help of Amazon API gateway, and it's placing a request to Lambda. Lambda is fetching a request to DynamoDB and placing a request back to the client where the pickup need to be arrived, how much time it will be, and the cab will be arrived, and all the informations will be sent it across to them. Okay, and moving how to create a static website. First, you have to create a repository in code commit. Yeah, one sec. First, you have to create a repository in code commit. Here they put wildride underscore site, but I put it like capstone project. And then create followed by the informations. Example, if you see here, yeah, I created a repository in code commit and followed by repository has been created. And if you clone from HTTP, you can't able to clone from your profile. So for that, you have to create a user profile. I created a user profile like DevOps, something like that. And in the user profile, you can see the this console informations. So you have to log in with this console informations with your credentials. Once the credential is done, you have to from there you have to HTTP git credentials commit. Then this you can able to authenticate this particular page from there. Once that particular part is done, you can able to once that particular part is done, example, if you place a request, you from here you will get the URL. From the URL, you from your local desktop you're putting a git clone and that particular URL, and for me it's going to be a capstone here. And once you place a request, it's authenticated, and from that particular part, and it's cloned a empty repository. Second part, you creating a drive on your local desktop, like Wildcraft site. I created a capstone project like that. I created a folder. Okay, and from that folder, thing is like you just place a request. Once you place a request, it download the files from your local desktop from S3. After that, you're pushing from your local desktop to that particular repository which is created in code commit with the help of git add and commit and push. Make sure that you have an AWS CLI is installed on your local desktop. Plus IAM role has been enabled on your profile, and all the information, all the things need to be carried out. And the last thing, like, yeah, if you I just show here, I created a repository over here, and with the help of that, I cloned. After that, all the files it's uploaded over here. Second thing is Amplify. Okay, as mentioned below, like you have to start creating the Amplify console and make sure that you are giving the repository informations. For me, it's Capstone and followed by master. And once start deploying this stuff, you will get an option something. You will get you will it'll process something like build, deploy, and verify with the help of this URL. example, if you can see it here, I follow the same process. So it provision, build, deploy, and verify. You can launch this website. Hereby launch this website. You can see it over here. Once this website is launched, you're good to go. You complete the first stage, and and one sec. And hereby they are asking to change the title in the second stage. If you want to see here, yeah, here they are asking to change the index.html, and the title they are asking to update, so that my changes is getting reflected. They want to make sure that. So once that is completed, just git push that applications. Okay, one sec. If you see here, rider for the features, Subu, I just put the title has been changed in my index, so that's why it's reflecting over here. Okay, once this is done, we believe that it successfully we completed, and we are moving to the next, manage users. In the manage users, here we doing authentications part. In the authentications, we are creating a Cognito user profile, user pool. From the user pool, we are adding the user pool, uh, and doing a website config, updating the website config from the local desktop of js.config, and followed by the local desktop config.file. We have to update with these credentials. Okay, if you see in Amplify, I created a user pool of wild right, and once the user pool is created, adding the client informations, all the things, and this is done. After that, in your local desktop, um, one sec, C colon, okay, capstone, yeah. If you see here, the repository, what I created over here, it's here, and it's JS. They're asking to update this config file. I update the config file. Invoke URL we don't want to give. Later part, once we created that API functionality, we can give this. Just push it. Once you push it, you can verify these credentials with the help of like slash registration.html. Um, I took the second page. If you see, what it will show is like registration.html. It'll ask you to sign in. You can sign in with your credential. You get a username and passwords, credentials, everything up to date, and you will get this successful authentications. At the time, thing is like it gives the same error, but this box would be empty. You have to create in the second stage. Once you get authenticated, the key will be generated at the time. So once okay, moving to the third part, building a serverless backend. And here what are things we're creating is we're creating a DynamoDB Lambda functions and functions. I created a DynamoDB name called rights, and hereby I use the right ID and participation key strings and all the things. After that, you have to create an IAM role for the Lambda functions. uh, uh, Reason is like Lambda, what are things it's going to be accessed, uh, what type of put request it's going to be done, all the things we are updating over here. And third thing, if you see, we're placing a request with the help of we are creating functions of request unicorn, because once you place a request, where to come and all the informations, that icons we are creating here, request unicorn. It's a JS file. Once I'll show that. I created DynamoDB over here. It's loading. If you see the table, I just created rights, so all set. After that, followed by Lambda function. Okay, unicorn Lambda functions. Okay, username, unicorn, and date and time, and all the information it's pushing back. So, and for testing this scenario, we are creating a test request event. Uh, um, Once you create a test request event, you will get a request of 2000. If you if you see here, we have to follow the same thing. After that, I just cut copy paste that test request event and all this stuff. The same thing. Once you get the request, place the request. It'll show like 201 request status code will be thrown out. After that, going to the fourth model, deploy RESTful API. Means like you're placing a request from API gateway to the Lambda functions. Lambda functions will identify the user credentials, like whose driver has to go, all the information, and throw back to that particular browser. If you see here, yeah, sign in authentications was done. Yeah, and what are things need to be created is like create a REST API, API gateway. I created a API gateway. Okay, has a name as while write. Okay, once you created a API gateway, create Cognito user pool authentications. We have to do the authentication part as follow the same thing. Create a new resources and the method. Thing is like from the resource ride and all the information, we just want to simply follow the steps. After that, if you see here, yeah, it's loaded. Yeah, if you right post, yeah, what type of method request, it's integration request, what is the response it's throwing back, all the informations it's there. Thing is like you have to follow the same steps what is written over here. Once this is completed, go back to the config.js file, update the JS file with invoke URL, which is provided in API. Um, yeah, thing is like once we get the API key informations, we have to copy paste the config.js. Once that particular part is completed, do it just push git push. Yes, at the time, thing is like you'll be getting this website. It will be loaded at the beginning stage, and now you can able to just put some anywhere in the map, just put a highlight and request unicorn. uh, yeah, last time thing is like I got error because of network issues, and I'm placing a request right now. Yeah, I got the response. So these are the names in the JS. We updated that names, all the things. It's driver informations, whatever we given, it's pulling the informations. So this is my project, and what are the challenges I found it here is like during AWS CLI installations, I find some challenges. After that, in browser, few of the browsers, this particular URL is not open because of the pop-up issues. And that's it. Thanks a lot, team.